Hi, I'm John Lincoln, and today I'm going to talk to you about AdWords extensions. What are all the different types of extensions out there online that you can use for your advertising campaigns, and how do they work? Okay, so first, when it comes to AdWords extensions, you need to understand that there's two types. There's manual and then there's automatic. So manual are the ones that you set up yourself, and then automatic are the ones that are actually recommended to you from AdWords. And with those automatic ones, you have the opportunity just to accept them and to use them or not. The manual ones, of course, you're configuring yourself. When it comes to AdWords extensions, there's really three things that affect whether or not your extension is going to show up. And the first one is ad rank. The second one is how high up are you bidding and how high up are you inside of the Google auction and the results that they're delivering. And then the last one, number three, is basically are there other extensions that are showing. So those three things basically determine whether or not you even get to show an extension, and Google doesn't show extensions for everybody. So Google recommends that you have 4 or more extensions. When you have 4 or more extensions, that's going to take up more real estate, and the more real estate that you have, the better off you're going to perform. Okay, so now let's get into the extensions, and specifically the manual extensions. So the first one is the location extension. That's a really common one that you can use to basically show where your local business is on Google Maps. Okay, so the second extension is the affiliate location extension. And for instance, if you sell a product, the affiliate location extension is going to allow you to show what stores sell your product and then where they are. Okay, so item number 3 is the call extension or the message extension. So the contact extensions, there's a couple of them. And the first one is you can click to call and you can enable that extension. Google also has the option to do that automatically. And then the next one is the message extension. So you can actually just directly message somebody. Next is the Cite link extension. This is one that I use all the time. I find it very, very helpful. Basically, what it allows you to do is add links underneath your ad to other important areas of your website. So you might see the main site, but then also clients, case studies, contact us form and things like that. So Cite link extension is a really good one to use. Next is the structured snippet extension, and that's going to allow you to highlight certain features about your product, but it's not actually clickable. It's just something that's going to show certain information to the user. So if you have really important information, this is a great way to display it. Okay, next we have price extensions. So price extensions are going to show you how much something costs. And this can be really good for AdWords because in some cases you might be way more expensive or much cheaper than your competitor. And it's nice if you can qualify them in the ad so you don't have to pay for that click. The user will see how much you cost before they click on it and then give you a charge. Next we have the review extension, which shows how many great reviews you have. But unfortunately, Google's taking this one away. Next, we have the callout extension. The callout extension is if you want to get some information right in somebody's face, it allows you to call that out in a slightly different format. Next, the app extension, which allows you to call out a specific app that you have so that somebody can click to download your app, which is great. We've been running a lot of advertisements for clients who have apps, and it's a great way to generate downloads. Next, we have dynamic site links, and what these allow you to do is basically dynamically generate site links based off of what the user searched for. This can be really helpful because if you just have the same site links that you're showing all the time, that might not be as effective as if specific site links are pulled in that match the query that the person was searching for, because it's going to align a little bit more. At the same time, this could also cause some issues because if it pulls site links for things that are landing pages that aren't going to have a good conversion rate and a good click-through rate for you, then that could actually eat up a lot of your ad budget. So be careful with that one. Like dynamic site links, there's also dynamic callouts, and then there's also dynamic featured snippets. So you can do both of those things dynamically as well, based off of what the user searched for. There's another one called previous visits, and what this is going to do, it's going to show somebody how many times they searched and came to your site. They're going to show the amount of previous visits. So this can be good to kind of reinforce to the user that there's already been a little bit of loyalty there and that they like the brand, and potentially once they see that they've been to the site this many times, they might want to pull the trigger on whatever you're trying to have as your conversion. Next, we have the consumer rating extension, which is going to show how high you're rated on other websites. Good thing about extensions is that there's a report on that, so you can go ahead and see how all of your extensions are performing just by simply navigating to the report area. Okay, so that's it for AdWords extensions. They are really, really important. I definitely recommend you do them. I just recently, added some extensions to a couple campaigns and saw an increase of leads of over 30% by having the right extensions in place. So take the time, definitely do them. Don't be lazy, pick the right extensions. One of the coolest things about AdWords and just digital marketing in general, but specifically AdWords, is the details are so important. The right ad, the right extensions, testing, making sure that you're really honing in on specific keywords. So not having ad groups that are too big where things aren't necessarily relevant to each of those individual terms can make a big difference too. So that's it for this video. I hope you liked it. If you have a question, make sure to leave one or a comment, and make sure to like this so that I can bring you more awesome videos like this every single week. Have a great day and see you next time.